Hey everybody, I'm Lindsay Ferrier with CafeMom. Republicans want to prove that they can relate to real American moms, and that's why they're asking Sher Valenzuela to be one of the speakers at tomorrow night's convention. Now, she's running for Lieutenant Governor in Delaware, but as you're about to see, she has a very personal story that moms across the country can relate to. So for moms who are not familiar with you, tell me a little bit about your background as a mom and how you got into the political arena.
Yeah. In a snapshot, I guess I would say that I'm the mom of 3 boys, and they're my biggest job. That's my focus in life. I guess you'd say if I'm successful at that, I'm going to be a success in life. My middle son was born. We learned at 3 years old as autistic. And at that point in time, the experts said that he would never read, write, or communicate effectively. And as parents, we don't look at that again. How high can someone go, in terms of their limitations? We didn't call that ours. But we knew that we were going to have to find ways to pay for the professionals that would lead him out of that diagnosis. And today, Simon, as a result of some of the things that we did to bring in extra money, is a first-year student at the University of Delaware. So he overcame those obstacles, and he's an example of what can happen when good people pull together, definitely family. But my husband started our business with one sewing machine. He had learned upholstery in a mail order course, and we pulled that out to pay for the experts, and now Simon is a product of that success.
And tell me about your other 2 children.
Pedro, my youngest son, is adopted. We adopted him when he was 8 years old, and he had fallen through the cracks in the foster care system. He had been in foster care since he was 3 months old. He was badly burned as an infant. And so we were able to find him. We knew he was ours, and he's my youngest son. And then I have another son named Ian, and he is 31 years old.
Tell me how your experience translated into you running for political office.
I was looking at what was happening in my own backyard, and I saw, in terms of balance, that there was no one running in this case for the office of Lieutenant Governor for the state of Delaware. And I looked at it, and we're a very blue state. I'm a very conservative person, and I said, at the very least, we should have a balance. I think everybody, whether you're all Republican, all Democrat, craves balance, and we as citizens deserve that. And I suddenly heard myself talking about that, and then woke up one day saying, why am I looking at somebody else occupying that voice when I am very much a representative of what I'm waiting to show up? So I, took a couple of steps, a door opened, and here I am.
And how did you end up becoming one of the speakers for the convention? I mean, this is a really big deal.
That was a whoa moment. I was actually speaking at a press conference in Philadelphia, and it was one of those things that I wasn't even going to go to because it was right outside of my backyard. But it was an opportunity to talk about some things that were happening in the region. So I went to that, and I guess they heard the story that I shared with you a few minutes ago about, starting our business from one sewing machine and growing it as a result of our family's needs and having an opportunity to experience American success in an unlimited way. And when I got the email from the Romney campaign, I thought, this can't be real because I'm just somebody from Milford, Delaware, but as we stepped toward it, I recognized that it was just another door swinging open to another audience that was just like me, and it was just a bigger way to project our what makes the most sense to us, the common sense that we're all craving right now.
What message do you hope to convey to America during this convention?
It is still America. We are still one nation under God. We're still one nation that can do great things despite, different opinions about different things. We all have the same problems at the end of the day. And I think there are great ways to join together to create those solutions that we all agree we desperately need right now. And that's why people like us are stepping up, and so that we can be part of what's actually taking place instead of watching it, craving it, wishing it would happen from the sidelines.
And finally, tell me what you have to say to the moms out there, the many moms we've talked to who feel like they don't have a voice, no one's listening to them, no one cares what they have to say.
Yeah, when I think about the moms, and I love the idea of what you're doing, for instance, because it gives us a chance to speak to them, you're not alone. And whether you have a child with a disability or a child that's overcoming some, debilitating disease or just the problems that you experience as parents, we're not alone, and they can do great things. There is an unlimited future, and everybody has a place in the arena of today. And so, there's hope for us as families, there's hope for us as women, and there's definitely hope for us as moms.
Whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, it's hard to not be inspired by people like Sher Valenzuela. She was inspired to be the change, both in real life and in politics, not just complain about changes that need to be made. For Cafe Mom, I'm Lindsay Ferrier.